Hi folks, and welcome to part 4 of my complete Blu Ray collection. So without further ado, we'll get going. If you've watched the first 3 parts, thank you for sticking with it. There's quite a few more parts to go. Shall we say? There we go. And before we start, as a tribute to Dom Flexter, I've got my nice tasty beverage, as he would call it, with 3 ice cubes, no more no less. Oh, and I'll need the energy for filming this video. There's a DVD over there. That shouldn't be my Blu Ray collection. I'll sort that in a second. So, Clash of the Titans. Rental copy. Must have paid 50p for it. Not watched it. Child's Play, the original. Believe it or not, this is for movie one. I haven't watched Child's Play. I've watched the remake, but I haven't watched this one. I got this one in HMV with the Express thingy watching it. I haven't watched it yet. Suitcase and Child's Play, but I will. I promise. Days of Glory, another Poundland spectacular. Nice war movies. I always like this. Is the best war movie since Saving Private Ryan. To be honest with you, I doubt that, but I'll certainly watch it. Dead Ringers by David Cronenberg. Haven't watched that either. Jeremy Irons, but there you go. First 4 movies, I've not watched any of them. The Heist, I haven't watched that one either. But great cast. All the movies I've watched. Power Rangers, Blu-ray and digital download. Yes, I have got the Power Rangers movie. And actually, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a decent one. Somebody mentioned there was a lot of Krispy Kreme in it, but to be honest with you, I never actually clicked that until somebody mentioned it. So I just, I do enjoy that movie. The Next 3 Days with Russell Crowe. Again, not watched it. Oh! This should be lying in one of the box sets. And it's not, so I need to remember to keep that separate and put it back in. That is, this is out the Muppets box set. And the reason I got it is because you can't seem to get a copy of the Muppets Christmas Carol in the UK. So this set does have it. It's got the Great Muppet Caper, Muppet Treasure Island, and the Muppet Christmas Carol in there. But they aren't on individual discs. Well, the Muppet Christmas Carol is on an individual disc. So there you go. They have cut out that song on the Blu-ray though, as people talk about. The one with Michael Caine sings. So it's cut out on the DVD as well. So the charity shop usually have VHSs and the Muppets Christmas Carol. I wanted to get one at Christmas, but I was sick. So next time I'm there, I'll get it. But that's out a Muppets box set I've got. I'll need to put that back in. I don't know what's in line there. Oh, this was one from my cheap Blu-rays under £5. And I say I've seen this halfway through. I did enjoy it. I just didn't get through it all. So I'll finish watching that one. Microwave Massacre. Just picked that up because I thought it was a great concept. Cannibals and cooking people, I think. So, well, it's a great concept. I wonder what human tastes like. Does it taste like chicken? Oh, my only Region 1 Blu-ray, and that is Battle of Britain. Great movie, that. Platoon. Good movie as well. I've seen that. This must be left over from when I've done my... This pile must have been from when I've done my 10 greatest war movies, because there we go, Schindler's List. Great movie also. Fury, I actually really enjoy that one, and it does say mastered in 4K, that's a good one. The Great Escape. Classic. And A Bridge Too Far. I watched this quite a bit. There we go. So I will get a next pile. There we go. The Man Who Fell to Earth by David Bowie. I haven't watched that yet, but I do want to get around to it. The Italian collection of the 88 films. Mad Dog Killers. I haven't watched that one yet either. Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug 3D Steelbook. Good steelbook, that one. Nice. I don't know why I've got it in 3D as well, but I think it's just because it's got this cool lenticular cover, which unfortunately had a sticker on it, so I really need to try and get some sticky stuff remover and get that off. I say the Hobbit movies, I felt the first one, the third one's a great one, the second one's alright, but the first one dragged for me. Oh, Tom Hardy and the Warrior. I haven't seen this, but my wife watches this one over and over again, and she seems to really enjoy it. And there's my Men in Black 2. So that must be on the other shelf where my Men in Black 1 should go. So Men in Black 2. Maybe one was saying he turned Men in Black 2 off, but I actually quite enjoyed it. I like the concept of the post office. Maybe I need to rewatch it. See what he's talking about. There we go. Oh, remember getting this, and this is from part of my movie box set, and that's Z Nation series 1, 2 and 3. Series 4 and 5 were in CX as well, but the 4 was £12 and 5 was £12. So first 3 for 10, I can wait till the other 2 drop in price. Good show that. I have watched it all the way through to like halfway through season 2. Nearly there. Cure for Wellness. Horror one, but I haven't seen it. And I think everybody will have watched this over the last few months, and that's Contagion. I think that's a good movie, and it shows a cure being found for the disease, which is somewhat, and like life trying to get back to normal. So maybe that's a little bit like what the situation we're going on now, but a lot more people died in this than there is in our one. But similar story really. Daybreakers. I need to get rid of these rental copies and replace these with decent copies. You know, Daybreakers with Ethan Hawke. I've watched that, and I think that's a really good vampire movie where the vampires are in control of the towns and the humans are the ones that are trying to escape. But that's a decent movie as well. State of Emergency. I think this was a Music Magpie £1 pickup. And I haven't watched it yet. The Victim, I picked that one up because it's got Michael Biehn in it from Aliens, The Abyss and Terminator. So I picked that one up, and again I haven't watched it yet. War Pigs, I'm pretty sure I have watched this, but I can't remember anything about it. Just as well I didn't remember anything about these movies, or these videos would be so long. Don't Breathe, not watched it. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, not watched it either. So everybody says it's a masterpiece, so I need to get around to that one too. Disney's Home, I have actually watched this, and I thought it was a pretty good animated one. These ones are on my bottom shelf, they're a bit dusty, look at that. I need to get that sorted out. The Corridor, I haven't watched that one yet. The horror. Byzantium, haven't watched that one yet. Scary Movie 5. I don't think I've even watched one, but this was 50p in CX, that's why I picked it up. Takers, and this is with another rental copy. It's got Paul Walker in it, hasn't it? This case doesn't look like it's want to go back together. There we go. And I haven't watched that one yet either. See, I have a collection of DVDs, about 3,000 DVDs. So most of, and these Blu-rays, I started collecting Blu-rays about two and a half years ago. So when I started doing that, I did start buying quite a lot of them. So a lot of the movies here I haven't seen, but I have seen most of my DVD collection, I think. So, Inner Space. What a great movie this is with Martin Short and Dennis Quaid. Had to get that when I seen that on the Entertainment Store. I really wanted to watch that again. That's an 80s classic. The Grey, I have watched that. Again, if I wanted to say one word, boring. The Legend of Tarzan, I have watched that as well. I thought that was a decent take on it. It was alright. I don't know, I've not seen this, but the Ricky Gervais jokes at the Oscars tend to say that we shouldn't see it, so we'll get it at the end. Transporter Refueled. I'm going to keep that because I've got the other Transporter somewhere else. Ah, I do have Tears of the Sun. Completely forgot I had that. I know this is when I was going to do my war movie one. I mentioned this one, and I think this is a pretty decent war movie. It's more about going into a foreign land and being in there to help people, but you feel you can't help people in genocide and things like that because of the rules of engagement. I really enjoy that one. Keeping that one out. Seen this in a charity shop. I think I paid £3 for it, and I know this is a classic. Jane Fonda and Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. I want to get A Million Years BC as well. I really like to get A Million Years BC. Add to my classic collection, shall we say. Cowboys and Alien Steelbook. I think I paid £1 for that, and I haven't seen it yet. Tekken. Haven't watched that either. True Grit. I have watched this, and I've watched the original as well. This was okay. As a remake, I think that was alright. Oh, The Great Wall. I picked that up in HMV for $3.99. I probably should have waited, but I actually have seen this. It got terrible reviews. It wasn't terrible. So there you go. Tom Hardy in Legend, great lenticular. That's where they plays the two people. Good movie. Me Before You. Amelia Clark. That's what I got, and I think it was in a charity shop for 50p. Oh, so I had to take a wee break there to dust my hands because they're a wee bit dusty, the ones. But the further down the shelf you go, the better. Oh, I had to readjust the camera as well. But ideal opportunity to take a wee drinky look as it'd keep you going through this long process. I say it's quite good because you do remember some of the movies you've not had in sort of your collection once in a while, and it'll be a good record. As I say, you might do that every year to see what ones you've added and what ones you've got rid of. To be honest with you, I tend to get rid of many, but by the looks of this you probably should. Right, so let's move on. This is 40 with Steve Carell. I've actually watched this one. I thought this was a decent movie. Good comedy. The sort of sequel to Knocked Up. Is it? I didn't even realise that. Sex Tape with Cameron Diaz. Haven't watched it. That was in Poundland. Oh, epic zombie movie. World War Z. Extended action. I actually really enjoyed this one. Apparently they're going to film a second one, aren't they? Zulu with Orlando Bloom and Forrest Whitaker. Haven't watched it yet. Skyline. Great. So everybody, I think this is. I really enjoy Skyline. I don't know people this, but I've seen this in the cinema, and I've seen Skyline Beyond as well. I thought it was good, and I like the best bit in this whole thing is when this plane crashes into the missile crashes into the spaceship, and it all destroys it, and I think they've won, and it all comes back together. Really enjoy that one. Picked that one up for 50p. Bridge Canyon, Zion Canyon, North Rim. I think why I bother getting it, to be honest with you. There Will Be Blood. I remember watching this and I don't think I enjoyed it. But again, it was in the charity shop, so I took it. And I always like to give things a second watch. People say this is really good. Maybe I need to have a look at it in more detail. Oh yeah, The Imitation Game. This is a really, really good movie. How they treated that guy was ridiculous. Saved Britain, and because his sexual orientation, they treated him like a leper, and I think that's just terrible. He saved us by cracking the code just because he's a bit different. Shame for the guy. Harrison Ford refused to have another persecution for a murder he didn't commit, and he's on the run with Tommy Lee Jones. Great one. I really enjoy that. You take these stickers off these ones. Silent Hill Revelation. Haven't watched it. The Bee Movie. Have watched that. It was actually okay. Hidden 3D. Never seen it yet. White House Down. Yeah, I spoke about this in the last video because I had Olympus Has Fallen. This is still a good movie. I just think the flag waving at the end is a wee bit too cheesy. And I think that's why I think the Olympus Has Fallen is just a bit better story. Well, so we got The Strangers. Haven't watched it. Zombies of Mass Destruction. Haven't watched it. Watched this in school, and with Christian Bale and John Malkovich, Empire of the Sun, where China's getting overrun in World War II. 5 Academy Award nominations. So didn't win one. Steven Spielberg really won. I think that when Christian Bale's being a little boy and he meets Lacey, is it Lacey, and he thinks he's here to help him when he's really trying to sell him. There you go. Hummingbird with Jason Statham. Haven't watched it. Hills of Eyes, the original. Not the original, the remake. And I actually prefer this to the original. World's End. I thought, what's all this about? This isn't going to be any good. But I actually watched it, and this was an incredible film. That really surprised me, that one. Comedy and aliens. Or is it comedy and aliens? You'll have to watch for yourself. Warm Bodies, the worst zombie movie I've ever heard. Don't know why it's even in my collection. Den of Thieves. Bought it because I like Gerard Butler. Haven't watched it yet. Zombie Beavers, another Poundland special. This was one of the very first Blu-rays I bought, and I still haven't watched it yet. And it's Texas Killing Fields. I say with Sam Worthington and Chloe Grace Moretz. Who's that? Sam Worthington as well, isn't it? Who? That's Negan, isn't it? To watch that. Tintin, haven't watched it yet. Tortured, from the producer of Saw. Right, my mouth's dry, so I'm going to stop for a second and get another wee drink here. Put the camera there by accident. I just really didn't want to edit these videos, so we'll just have to live with it. Let's go on. What we got next? Slow West. Picked that up in CEX. And I picked that one up and it was really good. Well, really good price. I haven't watched the film yet. The Stand-Up Guys, another movie I haven't watched from Poundland. Star Trek, the remaking. I actually enjoyed this, especially a bit with the Kelvin. I think they've done a really good tribute. I think they got all the characters really good on that one. I do like that one, and it was a good attempt. That was a good film. Another Steven Seagal Poundland special. I haven't watched it. Apollo 18. I haven't watched it. Kick-Ass 2. Don't know where Kick-Ass 1 is, but I remember this. I actually think it was okay. I think Kick-Ass was good as well. And Star Trek Into the Darkness. I'll be honest with you, I was disappointed in this film. Everybody says that Benedict Cumberbatch does a good can, but he's just no the original guy. He's in the reverse, where the other person's about to die and the other one's I know I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you've not seen it, in fact, if you've not seen it by now, then you probably aren't gonna. But this one was slightly disappointing to me. Seventh Son. Have seen this one. The Seventh Son of the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Witchcraft and wizardry. Sort of, isn't it? But I do like that one actually, a good one. Sophia, I haven't watched it yet. But it's got Christian Slater in it. And Donald Sutherland. Solomon Kane. I haven't watched it. but it is James Purefoy. Oh, I might actually give that a watch. He's a good actor, James Purefoy. He's a good actor. Sicario, great movie. The alternative superhero. This was actually really funny. I think this is a great. I haven't seen Shazam yet, but I'd imagine this is what Shazam was like. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Haven't watched it. The Spirit. Haven't watched it. The Social Network. I have watched this several times, and I enjoy this movie every single time. He plays a great guy who owns Facebook, and Justin Bieber's actually quite good in it as well. Andrew Garfield's good as well. I watched this over and over again. Sinister, haven't seen it. Sket, it was a Poundland special, haven't seen it. The remake of Straw Dogs, haven't watched it. I've seen the original, but I haven't seen the remake yet. The Son of One, no idea, never seen it. Salt with Angelina Jolie, have seen it, thought it was okay. Nothing memorable. Slumdog Millionaire. I've got that in a box set, so I don't need that in here. Good movie though. Smiley, haven't watched it. Silent House, haven't watched it either. Why are these all upside down? There we go, that's better. Stargate, good movie. And I just kicked the stand there. But this is good to follow on with Kurt Russell and James Spader. It's good to follow on to the series of Stargate, which I really enjoy. Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal, another good movie. I enjoy this one. It's about him going back in time and trying to sort events, isn't it? Or trying to find out to solve investigations. Can't remember what end that one is. Scary Movie 5, not watched it. Now, I have this set, and it's Best of Both Worlds, Star Trek The Next Generation. So this is the ending of season 3 and the first episode of season 4. Probably two of the best Borg episodes out there. And I got this, my wife got me this for my birthday. And I have actually got the full Next Generation on Blu Ray now, but it's good to have this in an individual set. And actually it's really good embossing and stuff like that, so I've kept that. Look at the cover. So that is really good to watch. And it's also nice that if you do want to watch it, you don't have to go into your whole box set Blu-ray and take out the individual ones. So happy with that. We'll get that back in there now. So you could actually say with these two episodes together, it's as long as a movie, and that should have been a movie. Surrogates with Bruce Willis. Really enjoy this one. It's basically The Sims in real life. Oh, Steelbook of Safe House. I'm sure I showed you that earlier, so I might have to get rid of that one too. We'll keep the Steelbook though. Saints and Soldiers of Void. Haven't watched it. The Smurfs in 3D. Got this with Poundland. Haven't watched it yet. But there you go, nice particular case. And Dolph Lundgren in Stash House. Again, haven't watched it. Oh, here we go, another pile. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. complete second season. I think I bought that about a year and a half ago. I still got the charity shop price on it, but there you go. Haven't watched it yet. John Dante's original classic, The Piranha. Haven't watched it either, but I liked the cover and I thought that was in CX and I thought, take that. Again, I like Tom Selleck, and this one's High Road to China, a movie has, so I thought I would take that too. The Poseidon Adventure. Seen that in the charity shop, $4.99 it was, but I looked at it and you can trade it in for $6, and I like the remake and I do like this movie. I have watched the Poseidon Adventure, the original, and the remake with Kurt Russell, but this one's by far the superior disaster movie of the 70s. Great movie that. Oh, who can beat Backdraft? This is out on 4K, and I really like that's why I've not watched this yet. I really like to upgrade that to 4K before I do. But what a fire station movie that is. Not watched this one yet either, but I picked it up, and it's Eureka, the Birdman of Alcatraz. 3 Days to the Condor, even, with Robert Redford. This is like a spy thriller. I haven't watched that yet either, but I do like him in Spy Games, and also like him in Sneakers, The Sting. So I thought that's a good one to pick up for the watch in the future. Wee bit of camera adjustment there, wasn't in the middle. Bronson in Breakout. I actually would pick up Death Wish 1 to 4. I think that's going to be my next pickup. But Breakout, I haven't watched that yet either. See, all these classics I've picked up, and for when I get time and sit and watch them. This is what I like, being able to just go, oh, I fancy watching that tonight, and doing that. Hudson Hawk, I haven't watched that either. Hussey with Helen Mirren, I haven't watched it. 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett, vampire movie. My wife likes this one. It's a good concept because they're in Alaska and it's dark for 6 months of the year. So the vampires, if you are going to be a vampire, you could naturally go there and you'd be able to go out for 6 months of the year. And then you could move, I suppose, couldn't you? I think that's a good concept, but I wonder if vampires like the cold. Commando, classic with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can't beat that one, can we? Commando, Predator, Total Recall, great ones. The Dark Tower, limited edition steelbook. Is it a limited edition steelbook? Yeah, it is. I think I picked that up off Zoom for £5 or £6. So I thought that was good. I actually quite enjoy the Dark Tower. Original Total Recall. Sharon Stone plays a great bit in it with the wife and some good kickboxing. Fright Night, this is one of the movies I hadn't watched up until recently. And I found it a good sort of movie, but the thing that kept on bugging me is Amanda Bearse, and because I've seen her in Married with Children as Marcy, kept on thinking this is Marcy, that's not. So I should have watched this first a long time ago, and I think that just ruined my shall we say enjoyment. It Roddy McDowall was good. X-Men Wolverine, seen that? Forgettable movie. Alright though. X-Men First Class, do enjoy that one. Elektra picked up but not watched it yet. Hellboy 2, did I not have that in my last one? Must have 2 copies of that. Unless I've moved it shelf by mistake. Avengers Endgame, good movie. Infinity War is, I think Infinity War is superior to this one. I haven't picked up. I've watched this in the cinema, I think, and also watched it on streaming service, but I haven't actually watched the Blu Ray yet. But I will do. I think Infinity War is better though. Logan with Hugh Jackman, Blu Ray. Good Wolverine movie that. I think I'm coming into my bits where I keep my Marvel and stuff, but just bear in mind not all of them will be here because some of them I've got in 4K. Suicide Squad, the extended cut. Only watched this halfway through, to be honest, so can't tell you much about it. The Score with Robert De Niro and Edward Norton, Marlon Brando. That's why I picked that up for the cast, but I haven't watched it yet. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a German release, but I found it at the charity shop, so I took it, and I think I paid £2 for it or something like that. I do enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy, especially the music in it, it's great. Ant-Man. A lot of people didn't like Ant-Man. I got this in the charity shop as well, but I really enjoy Ant-Man, and I think it's an underrated Marvel movie. I like it. Oh, Wizard of Oz 3D. Haven't watched it yet, but the Wizard of Oz sort of night classic. Some of the sets in that are stunning. Really want to get that in 4K as well. The 3D version with the linted gear cover I've got. The Usual Suspects. Have watched it but a long time ago, so can't remember much about it. Wonder Woman DC, haven't watched it. Justice League, haven't watched it. Have heard it's terrible, but I haven't watched it. Dark Knight Rises, decent. Not as good as Dark Knight though. Batman Begins with Liam Neeson and Christian Bale, good movie that one, good solid one. But the standout of the franchise is Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's performance as a Joker. I've got the Joker movie on 4K, but his performance is just amazing in that. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like I said about that one, the better, I think. Oh, and we've just been handed a giant pile. Thank you, assistant. The Flash, the complete first season. Watched some of this, but I haven't watched all of it yet, so we'll comment on it yet. Death of Superman. Haven't watched it. Oh, The Last Jedi. People are torn on this movie. The thing that I really don't like about the movie is, you know, the second in the trilogy, you've got The Empire Strikes Back. Is this any Empire Strikes Back? No. And to kill off Luke, and the way Luke acts in that, I just don't think he would act like that. Did I enjoy the movie? I did enjoy the movie. I just thought there's certain parts of it that just didn't make enough sense for me. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, seen that in the cinema. This is basically A New Hope reimagined, isn't it? And if you're going to do something like that, you know, and reimagine it, then that's the way to do it. It's pretty good. Rogue One. This is probably my second best Star Wars movie. Empire Strikes Back is my first, but Rogue One, great characters, great cast, great story. I don't know how this is so underrated. I really don't. I really enjoy this one. I think this is close to becoming my best one. And my wife got me it for Christmas for that reason. Star Wars: The Complete Saga. So I've got Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, all in this nice set. Yeah, we could spend a lot of time talking about the Star Wars movies, but this is a collection video. Avengers Assemble in 3D. Okay, Marvel movie. Thor: The Dark World. Everybody gave this a hard time, but I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did. Thor Ragnarok. I haven't actually watched this one yet. Everybody says it's really good, but I haven't actually got around to watching it. Iron Man 2. Again, I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was good. Captain Marvel. Picked this up in the charity shop a few months ago. Haven't got around to watching it yet. Captain America Civil War. It's okay. Infinity War is my favourite one. See, the thing with all these Marvel movies, they're all leading, I think, to Infinity War. So all the Iron Mans, all the Thors, so they're all leading to that point. Because they're included in that level, that's why I think it makes a great story. Iron Man 3 in 3D. Picked that up in the charity shop, as you can see, for £3.50, £2.50 even. I think that was quite some time ago. I'm going to have to take that off before it ruins the slipcover. Good movie, is it? Let me just... Is that the one with... what's his name? Oh, aye, War Machine. I remember that. War Machine, yeah. Guy Pearce, yeah. I do remember now. It's not the second one. John Carter. Everyone says this is great. and I will get around to watching it, but I haven't been able to do so yet. And The Amazing Spider-Man in 3D and the Blu-ray. This one's not too bad. The second one's terrible, I think, though. So there you go. My complete Blu-ray collection, part 4. If you do like the series, you can continue to watch it. I will put up another video shortly of my part 5. I will add in this to a playlist so you can watch them straight through once I've finished. In fact, they're all, the first 3 parts of the playlist already. But if you do like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you do feel like watching again, give it a subscribe. And that time, I can see that the way I can see you next time, as John Flickster would say. Oh, I need a Lucozade after that. Thanks, guys.